Hey yo, Ken, what's good?
Hey yo, what's going on? What you need?
Oh man, nothing much, man. I was just wondering if I could borrow $20.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, so what's your credit score?
Credit score.
Yeah, man. How else am I supposed to secure my loan?
Well, I I'm not really
If
sure.
you don't get your big broke back begging, beanie baby, booty bopping, baseboard banging, booming baloney breath, vagabond Bilbo bagging his ass off my phone.
Damn, shit. I just wanted a swisher and a pint of henny.
Perfect. Perfect. What's great, hustlers and finance finessers? Welcome back to another video. My name is Ken Collins, and this is Kenn Got Hustle, where we discuss personal finance, self-development, and promote financial literacy in order for us to become the best hustlers we can be to achieve all of our financial dreams and goals. Now, a little bit about myself. I do have a background in finance. I went to school for accounting and got my degree. I'm currently an accountant now, and I've sat for my CPA exam. Now, unfortunately, I didn't pass the CPA exam, and I decided not to pursue this career path as I felt like it didn't coincide with what I wanted for myself. Now, I've been fortunate enough to use the skills and tools I've acquired through my educational career and through my personal upbringing to be able to finesse
Boy, if you
my
don't get
finances and create a comfortable living situation for myself. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is credit and your credit score. And I feel like this is very important in building our financial foundations, as it can affect certain aspects of your life, such as when you want to purchase a car, buy a home, the access to emergency funds in the form of credit cards, and it could even affect your ability to rent and be employed. Credit is pretty much your propensity and ability to take on new forms of debt. Creditors and companies use your credit score to determine how much money they will be willing to let you borrow. Now, there are 5 factors that affect your credit score. The first being payment history. And this one is the most important as it makes up 35% of your score. And this is just the ability to pay back all of your credit accounts and debt. It's extremely important that you stay on top of paying back your credit accounts and paying them on time, as even one missed payment could be detrimental to your credit score.
ain't nobody got time for that.
The next thing that affects your credit score is credit utilization. And this is pretty much just how much credit you're using against your credit limit. Now, it's best practice to stay under 30% of your credit utilization. And you can find this number by dividing the total amount of credit you're using by your total credit limit. And your credit limit is just the max amount of the credit that you can use. Credit utilization makes up about 30% of your score and is the second most important factor when determining your credit score. The third factor that determines your credit score is your credit history. And this is simply how long you've been establishing credit. And this makes up about 15% of your credit score. Next is credit mix. And this is all the different types of credit accounts you carry, such as your student loans, your mortgage, personal loans, credit cards, or your car loan. And creditors like to see that you can diversify and use different types of credit and debt. This makes up about 10% of your score. The last thing that affects your score is new credit inquiries and accounts. So whenever you apply for a loan or credit card, an inquiry is made. And typically you want to always keep this under 2 per every 2-year period. Because if you try to open up more than this in a short period of time, creditors and companies look unfavorably to this, as it can seem like you're a little bit desperate. So when you are opening up a new account, try to keep it under 2 every 2 years. Now that we've gone over the 5 factors that affect your credit score, I wanted to try something a little different. And this is something I want to pride this channel in, and that's by being transparent. Now, despite me having a background in finance, I don't want this channel to be solely focused on the technical aspects of finance, but more so the psychology that it takes to build the hustler's mentality and mindset. And in order to do this, I wanted to share with you guys my credit score and the things that affect it. All right, so just give me one moment. I'm going to grab my phone and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back and I have my phone. So I'll be sharing my screen with you so you can follow along with me as I go over my credit score and the factors that affect it. Now the app I use is Capital One, and within this app it has a feature called CreditWise that lets me track my credit score. Now most banking apps have this feature now, so depending on whatever bank you have, I'm pretty sure the app has a feature for you to track your credit score. So let's get started. So as you can see, I have a pretty good credit score. My credit score is 785, which would be considered excellent. Now, you typically want to shoot for a credit score above 740 to 750, as anything above this amount, you pretty much get the top benefits of lending, or the top credit limits, or just the lowest interest rates. So anything over 750 will grant you the best benefits when applying for new credit accounts. So let's see some of the things that affect my score. So as you can see, the first thing, which is the most important, as I stated, is the on-time payments. I'm in the excellent category because I have 100% of my payments made on time. And as I stated before, this is extremely important because this makes up 35% of your score. So you always want to make sure you're paying off all of your balances. Next is the oldest credit line, or the credit history. Mine is 10 years. And it's in the good category. And as you can see, if you see the range from good to excellent, it's 8 to 24 years, and that's in good, and anything above that is excellent. And that's why this particular, in my opinion, this particular aspect is very important, because a lot of us don't find out about our credit and the importance of our credit until later on in life. And this is something I want to change with this channel by giving us the financial literacy early so we can start on our journey. Next is the credit use, or the credit utilization. I know it shows as 0%, but it's not actually 0% because I know for sure that I have some amounts on my credit cards, but the amount of credit I'm using is below 1%, so it's showing on the app as 0. And again, your credit utilization is pretty much all of the credit you're using against your credit limit. And as I stated, you always want, the sweet spot is under 30%. As you can see, the good category is from 11% to 30%. And if you want to be in the excellent, keep it under 10%. All right. Now the next two is recent increase and new accounts. This accounts for 10%, as I stated before, and I know I told you guys to keep these under 2, but your boy has been making some moves over the past 2 years. I just bought a new car last year. I bought my home last year. I just applied for a new business credit card, and I'm helping a family member finance their car that they just got this year. So I know I told you guys to stay under 2, but sometimes it's necessary to open up multiple accounts in order to leverage your credit. Now the last thing that shows on here is the available credit. Now all this is pretty much your total credit that you have across all of your credit cards. As you can see, mine is 37,415, but I'm using a little bit, so this number is a little bit higher than that. And if you go inside, that will be considered good. It'll be in the good category, as it's between 15,000 and 50,000. If you have a credit limit over 50,000, you'd be in the excellent category. And it's important to have a high credit limit because this gives you the ability to access more cash when you need it for emergency or if you just need it to start your businesses. Okay, now that we've gone over my credit score and the things that affect it, I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips on how you could build or repair your credit score. Now you can do this in 3 different ways, with the first being becoming an authorized user. Now what this is you're going to go and ask a friend or family member if you can become an authorized user on one of their credit cards. And what this does is it allows you to piggyback off of that current account holder's credit and their credit utilization. So this is good for anybody that's just starting out or wants to repair their credit score, as they can leverage someone that has already established credit. The next thing is by applying for an unsecured credit card. An unsecured credit card is similar to a regular credit card. The only difference is that your credit limit is based off of a security deposit that you give to the credit company or bank. Now, 2 popular secured credit cards are the Capital One secured credit card and the Discover It credit card. I will leave a link to these credit cards in the description so you can check them out. These are great ways for you to start building credit and to start your credit card habits. So let's be sure that we start healthy credit card habits early and making our payments on time.
Message!
Now the last thing is utilizing a credit building tool. Now credit building tool is something you would apply for or sign up for, and it'll start to give you perks for doing things you would normally already do. One example is the Experience Boost, and this credit building tool allows you to pay or allows you to get credit for payments that you make on your utility, phone, and streaming service bills like Netflix and Hulu. Now this is perfect because typically you wouldn't have gotten any credit towards your credit score for making these payments, but these are things we do all the time anyways. So I really implore you to look into a credit building tool, as these can help boost or build your credit if you don't have any established. Now that's it. Now go out there and start to build and establish your credit by using these tips. Now, if you've made it to this part of the video, I just want you to take the time out to thank yourselves, because that means you're taking that first step that you need in order to build your financial literacy and start your journey towards financial freedom. And this is a step a lot of people don't take. And by you making the commitment to sit through this and watch and to pretty much add value to your life is very great and something you should be proud of. And if you feel like this video is giving you any type of value, please like and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment, as it does help me. And if you guys have any questions, I know there's things that I know there's things that I might have missed, but if you guys leave comments with questions, I'll gladly answer them. And also be sure to share this with a friend or a family member you feel like this can help. And with that being said, I just want to wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. This has been another edition to Kenn Got Hustle. You guys take care. Peace.